So I will definitely tell you, no matter what you do in this whole entire year, whether you keep your current iPhone, whether you go ahead and plan on upgrading to the iPhone 14s, no matter what you do, you should not be buying a certain type of iPhone anymore. And this type of iPhone is actually two different ones. One, iPhones that are severely outdated, even ones that are now planned to be outdated, like the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6s, but especially iPhones that are less storage capacity than your current iPhone, but low storage capacity iPhones in general. So let me break this down real quick. The iPhones that are being, pretty much limited in operating systems right now, phones like the iPhone 6s and iPhone 7, these are, big giveaways. I think most people will probably not end up buying these types of iPhones. I will tell you though, if you currently own an iPhone like this, I would highly recommend keeping it. If you want to keep it for maybe even another year, I don't think that's a bad idea. However, if you plan on buying a phone right now, most probably you want to keep this iPhone for as long as possible, possibly many, many years to come. And that's why for those people, I wouldn't recommend buying an iPhone 6s or an iPhone 7. Now you might be wondering, well, why would you recommend people to keep it but not buy it? Well, like I said, if you want to buy an iPhone right now and you plan on keeping it for a few months, then go for it. But if you're trying to buy an iPhone for the next few years to keep, I would recommend staying away from a phone like an iPhone 6s or 7 and stick with buying at least like an iPhone 8 or an iPhone 10 or an iPhone 10s. But this brings me to my second point. If you're buying an iPhone that is low in storage capacity, especially if it's lower than the storage capacity you have in your current iPhone, that is a big thing to not do. I've seen this happen many, many times. People even post on Reddit, probably even today's standards, something like, oh, I have an iPhone 12 that maybe, 256 gigabytes. Should I buy a 128 gigabyte iPhone 13 Pro? And in that case, some would say that's a great idea, but you really have to do your research and make sure you are not, pretty much using your whole entire storage of your iPhone 12. In a lower case, if you have an iPhone 7 Plus that is 128 gigabytes and you plan on going up to something like an iPhone 10s or an iPhone 10 that has 64 gigabytes, I would highly recommend making sure you are not, using all that storage of your 128 gigabyte iPhone 7 Plus. If you plan on doing a full factory data reset and a full backup and restore, basically you're restoring all your data from your 7 Plus or your older iPhone to the newer one, and you don't have the same amount of storage, you can run into so many problems on that phone. Things like, your whole entire backup and restore not being able to be restored, maybe some data is not being able to restore either, and chances are your data is still there, but you're going to have a really weird experience of just pretty much running out of storage all of the time on your iPhone. And if you were already running out of storage on your iPhone that was previously with bigger storage, you're definitely going to run out of storage now. So that's what I would probably recommend you. The game is to pretty much use your iPhone for as long as you can. And to do that, buying a phone that has the most amount of storage you can afford, especially phones that are going to be supported with software for a few more years, it may make a little bit more sense to go down that road rather than actually buying a phone right here that, maybe has a newer processor and newer chipset and is going to last longer, but has a less storage as well. So that's pretty much all I have to say. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.